Do you think, Rakeshji, the fact that some of the Shankaracharyas have said that they will not be coming, the others too are staying away, but they're not saying, they're not boycotting, they're just saying that they will not be there even though they support the function. Do you think some of that has marred the BJP's effort to put the Congress and the opposition on the mat? You were saying, why aren't you coming? Now the Congress is turning around and saying, "Par Shankaracharya ji bhi to nahi aa rahe."
You know, the reasons for the Congress party and SLIs not to attend the Pratishtha is something different. Their new creed is anti-Hindu, and they have cleansed all the people who are supporter of the cultural nationalism. You remember, Rahul, during the Somnath temple inauguration when Babu Rajendra Prasad, the President of India, attended that, Nehru opposed it. But Sampurnanand, people like Sampurnanand was the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh sometimes. Kanhaiyalal Maniklal Munshi was the Cabinet Minister of Nehru government. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel always supporting the that culture festival. That was Somnath, the Jirnodhar of the Somnath temple. So the Congress had two wings, one Nehruist, other was non-Nehru wing that supported the culture nationalism. But over the years, the culture nationalists and those who supported the India's culture heritage, India's legacies, India's prosperity in the spiritual field, they have been completely ousted from the Congress party. Now what Sanjay Jha is suggesting is strategic. It's a question of passion for the Ram temple. It is not the passion. He's giving instrumental advice to the Congress. You attend and oppose. Question is that this is the inauguration of the Ram temple. And Prime Minister of India is the Prime Minister of India. He's not only a BJP leader. He's doing that. That time Babu Rajendra Prasad was doing that, was the President of India. So when you are boycotting, you are giving a message to the Indian people that you are still alienated from the India's cultural heritage. Second important thing, that whatever the electoral prospect, we are less bothered because our Prime Minister Narendra Modi's action and vision are sufficient to get 400 seats. Here I am telling that this event is going to impact the India's party system. We have the party system democracy. In that party system, now there is a clear-cut division. Those who are going to be supporting 370, retaining 370. They are opposing the inauguration of Ram Temple. They are the people who are supporting the Breaking India group. So Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi and their allies like RJD or some other parties, they all are betraying the India's great grand cultural event.
Okay.
This is not only
Sanjay Kumar wants to respond to what you're saying, but yes.
One sentence. This is not only
Rahul, can I quickly respond to him?
No.
Prime Minister Modi should be credited that he created a very harmonious situation in the country. And after the Supreme Court decision, this is a civilizational event. We are retaining, regaining, reconnecting with our civilizational heritage. And that Congress party is betraying that civilizational event. It should not only condemn people of India, posterity of India would reject Congress party in future.
The Congress party runs the risk of coming across as irreligious or anti-religious even by choosing to stay away. That's the charge the BJP will fling the Congress's way again and again, Sanjay Jha.
Rahul, you know, this is the point here. The BJP yesterday put out a poster which tells you basically it is a political project, right? They put out a poster with all the faces of the opposition leaders calling them anti-Sanatan, which happened within 24 hours of the Congress making a statement that it was not going to attend the Pratishtha. Here is the question. End of day, that told you that this is a political project for the BJP. And number two, anti-Sanatan, I think Mr. Sinha should know, even I'm a Hindu and even he's a Hindu. I'm also a practicing Hindu, by the way. The truth of the matter is the Shankaracharyas whom I believe in are higher in my esteem in terms of Hinduism than an Amit Shah or a Mohan Bhagwat or a Narendra Modi. And they have been there for 2,500 years. And they're saying you are being anti-Sanatan by not following the traditions, the protocol and the decorum of the Hindu faith in inaugurating an incomplete temple. You have a lot to explain, Sinhaji. You can't dodge it by hollow rhetoric here.
Okay, I want to, because I don't want to make this a regular political show. I want to focus on the data over here.
30 seconds on
Okay, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I want to focus on the data. Yes.
Hindu spiritual thought is not a unified. There is a lot of diversity. We have a spiritual pluralism. So there is interpretation of Panchang, there is interpretation of the inauguration, there is interpretation of the temples. So this is a democratic religion. This is not a theocratic and authoritarian religion. That is a point.
Okay.
So you go for the marriage time, you will find that Mithila Panchang is saying something, Banaras Panchang is saying something. So I think this is a project. This is a civilizational project, more than religious project. This is a civilizational project which we are pursuing, accomplishing. An entire nation is Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
But the question is, the civilization just looked at from a Hinduism or Hindutva point of view, or does the civilization include other religions as well? And what do they think of what you're calling a civilizational project? But that's a matter of another debate, and I don't want to get into that right now. I want to focus on the data. Do you think that other leaders of the opposition India alliance will also now follow the Congress party and decide not to attend the Ram Mandir Pratishtha ceremony? Let's see what the responses to this question have been. So this is the question. The Congress has already boycotted. Some of the leaders like Kejriwal, Nitish Kumar either haven't been invited or haven't indicated whether they will come or not. So this is what the respondents in the C voter survey said. 35% felt that the Congress's decision will impact the others. 30% said no, it will not impact the others. 34% said they frankly don't know. And Amitabh Tiwari, that's quite true, because, you know, while the Congress has taken this decision, whether a Nitish Kumar agrees with it, Akhilesh has spoken out against, or whether a Kejriwal agrees with it. First, whether they've received an invitation formally or not, that status in some cases unclear. And secondly, whether they will come or not also seems unclear. It seems those who are unlikely to come got the invitation. Those who may have wanted to come, we don't know whether they're invited or not.
See, essentially in India bloc, there is no clear leader, and there is a tussle going on between the regional parties and the Congress party as to who should have the prime ministerial candidate or the face. Now here this question easily shows that there is no clarity even amongst the opposition supporters, or even the opposition voters are not sure whether the India bloc parties will adhere to the decision of the Congress party of boycotting this event. That's why we see when there is a 45% plus number in all your three previous questions, saying that it will harm the party, they should have gone and attended, and it would influence their voting behavior. In this question, we see a one-third, one-third, one-third. So it's essentially showing that the voters, including the India bloc voters, are not sure whether to go by or adhere to the Congress decision, because they are probably aware of the backlash or the repercussions which it could have if they do not